Welcome to Sixx's Word on the Curve, sponsored by LMT.
What we're not doing is shutting down the curb. This is how we get the news. This is how we get the 411, the T.
What's up, my curvesters? We are live. Is it on? Look, let me do like what's my call? Is it on? Y'all know who it is. This your girl Sixx. I got my co-host with me, Shawn the Gossip. We is on the scene today. What up, Shawn?
Hey y'all.
Hey. Yes. We starting on time today and we got much to discuss. So y'all know what we do. We are in our Facebook group. We have our group and we conversate with them for those who are on YouTube and on the podcast. So we will be interacting with them as well as bringing y'all the tea of what's going on. Let's see who else we got in here. I know everybody is still loading up in here on the curb, giving them a few minutes. Hey, Nisha. She said the laugh gets me every time. You talking about at the end of the intro, girl? You know that's my stuff. That's just me being me.
A whole mess.
A whole mess my life is. Yes, honey. Yes. So, yes, we are live and in full effect today. Woo, Shawn, we got much to discuss. I don't even know where to start. We might as well start where we was picking up at on the last live, because obviously it is still a continuation of all the mess that has been going on between DL Hughley and Mo'Nique.
Oh, girl, I wish they would close the chapter on this. It's getting out of hand. Out of hand.
Oh my God, this done turned into a whole nother thing. I wish you could see me do my Tamar hands. You know what I'm saying? This done turned over to a whole nother thing. I don't even know where to begin, because last we left off, I think that there was a DL had the last say so, or Mo'Nique did. No, Mo'Nique posted her response to DL by posting her contract, right?
Yes, girl. She posted her contract and she that was the last thing. She posted her contract.
Okay. So she posted the contract, and so we are now up to where?
Okay, so we up to the her contract.
Right.
Okay, so DL basically came out and said, look at here, I know who contract was valid, the one they honored,
Oh, well.
So, now that's whose contract was valid, and of course his is the one that got honored.
Right.
So after that, she came and she went low down. I don't know if you want to play the clip, Sixx, or not, but she is getting down and dirty.
I don't even know, y'all. Like, Daddy, all of my babies, my babies and her daddy, they are all here. And like her live that she did was like 55 minutes, Shawn. I don't think us babies really need to get into that whole entire live, but definitely we can give you a summarization of what took place, because I don't want to sit here and listen to Mo'Nique talk to her babies and her daddy for 55 damn
but
minutes.
they They have a clip. Let me get it for you.
Okay.
The pertinent information, the part that we care about.
Okay. And
The
let me
rest of the
see.
live wasn't given.
It wasn't given. Let me see if I saved that clip or not. Because I think I know the one you're talking about. What's up, my curves? This is why Shawn is getting us a clip. We are picking up right where we left off at, and y'all already know it's in regards to DL Hughley and Mo'Nique still continuing their battle against who honored what contract and what contract was, platinum. Okay. Let's see. You got your refreshments. You ready? Okay. Oh, Shantae is in the building because I thought I was gonna have to put on my judge's robe today. Hey, what up, though? Then we have breaking news. DL posted his contract and said hers is the memo. Oh, Nisha.
Hold on, I'm still checking because I
Yeah.
her page, girl. She done took that thing.
Let's see, because I think you posted it. Is that the one that you tagged Sissy on?
Yeah.
Okay, I got it. Here we go. Let me go ahead and bring this up for us so we can get this
then from
together.
there, I'm ready with the next situation. I'm ready.
You ready?
I got my next clip here, girl. I got that saved what his daughter had to say about the situation.
Oh my God. Let me tell you, Mo'Nique is bringing in the children. You heard?
Yeah.
This is just being so messy. Hey, Jerron, you up in here? You on time today? Hey, Joy. Yes, thank everybody for coming in and joining us so we can get this this whole back and forth tennis match going on. But we were going over what we discussed in our last live. Shawn the Gossip had to remind me of where we are because we didn't have so much go on between the two since then. But when we were live the last time, we had breaking news when Mo'Nique decided to post her contract. So we're trying to pick up from there. But so what happened now, they're saying that Mo'Nique calls DL Hughley out for being vocal about everything except naming the person who violated his daughter. This is how we're getting into all of this stuff about DL's daughter. So let me tell y'all too that Mo'Nique and her daddy went live, and that was
Not
like
her
55
daddy.
minutes. That's what she called her husband, her daddy.
Oh, well.
She said,
Okay.
Shantae said, I want out of this funky group chat, and I hope them Hughley's girls whoop her ass. Oh my God. Yes, this is about to be real messy, you guys. And let me just say, I don't condone putting your kids in the middle of this. And I know that his kids are grown, but still, you don't bring in nobody's kids and stuff in the middle of your argument. You should have just left it between you two, okay?
Yeah, because she mentioned a mama. Of course they don't
and
get
the mama. Yes, she mentioned the mama too. Mo'Nique is messier than a used tampon, old crusty ass trash bucket. Oh my God, The Curvesters is hot tonight. Gee Willikers. Okay, let's get into it. Let's listen to what is being said here.
It's not gonna air. I said the fucking ain't, right? And I thought it would. 10 minutes later, 5 to 10 minutes later, the people from Kiss FM and MS Communication came down, took that tape, said if it airs, you'll never work on radio again. Took it from everybody. Said this better never air. And it did not.
And it did not air.
I'm telling that's true shit. I swear that on my kids. So I know he's powerful enough to make that up.
So now you don't think so you're telling this story now.
I told it then.
Okay, so this is an old clip. This is him speaking about the incident he had with Bill Cosby when he said something to Bill Cosby and on the air, asked him some kind of question or whatever, and Bill Cosby ended up shutting it down. Like he couldn't air that he couldn't air it. They did an interview or something, and he couldn't air that interview because Bill Cosby shut it down. So let's continue.
Told it on time. No, this is not. No, this
you told the story.
Oh yeah, I swear to God.
Yeah,
See, people only hear what they want to hear.
Yeah.
Like I had known this for a long time and said it a long time ago. I remember I was on Tom Joyner's show. He's the one that got me my radio show, and I was on his show, and I told him, don't talk about Mr. Cosby like that. They have this idea, like you can be, like I said, you can be profane, you can be profound, he's a lot of is. He's a humorist.
Yeah.
He's benevolent. He's a humorist. He's a humanitarian, and he's a rapist. That's the way that you can be all them.
Wow. To be all
You
those.
can be, man, I lived next door to a dude, man. He took me to the free clinic.
Let me pause this because he's getting into the whole conversation about Bill Cosby. But let's read what the post says here, okay? Let
it play just another minute because this is what she's referring to.
This is what she's referring to? Oh,
what he's going to say next. Let's just let it play a couple more seconds.
Okay, here we go.
He told me about life. And he also was raping his daughter the whole time and went to jail. So to me, he's always going to be the dude who did. Everybody's do it. How come when people do stuff like this, they're always above reproach? Nobody ever believes them. And then it's always a lot of victims. And it's always, and the reason it hits home to me is because my youngest daughter said something happened to her. And because it was somebody I like, I didn't believe her. And I'll never get that back. She'll never, I'm supposed to protect her. And I'll never get that back that she told her father something and he didn't do nothing about it. Because it was inconvenient. So I could see how that could play.
Right.
And there's so many everybody wandering around why women are mad.
That
why
was
people
it.
are like that. Look at the shit they go through.
Yeah.
Like
so
this is the clip she's referring to in this little paragraph.
Isn't that something? So she posts on her IG, the real worldwide, the real Mo worldwide. This is based upon DL's own words that you just heard. When I said, how can DL's wife suck the dick of a coward? This is what I meant. When my husband and I say we have to fight for the little girls coming up behind us, and you see DL didn't believe his own daughter over a friend because he seemingly likes his friend more than he loved his own daughter and didn't want to be bothered by the inconvenient truth. The highlights why the Black women isn't believed when she publicly speaks about her trauma. What does the Black woman and his DL's Black wife have coming? Watch who stands with this man, and you're looking at the same ones who will sit down when our sisters are being attacked. I find it funny that DL will call out Ice Cube, Kanye, RZA, Islam, Angela Stanton, myself, etc., but he won't call out the name of the person that violated his daughter. Child.
That's I really feel like she is going too far. She's going back and digging up old clips that have absolutely nothing to do with the situation about the contract issue. I have no idea what this got to do with the contract issue.
I don't understand. I don't even understand why she's bringing in, you know what I'm saying? Bringing in the daughter's situation or any of that. That don't have nothing to do with the contract. Let me see what these curves is saying, girl. Nisha said Mo'Nique better stop messing with people's children. The bonnets was one thing. We just allowed you to breed, my sweet baby. Oh, my sweet baby.
Oh,
Jesus. Shantae said she didn't say anything about the kids. It was about their mama. She's bringing up something that was personal to the kid, though. I said what I said. She pissed me off talking about the daughter's sexual assault. Okay, Jerome. Shantae saying I'm not her sweet baby. She my aunt and she's acting like trash. Hey, Mama Joe, thanks for joining in. Yes. You know what? This is crazy. Hey, Dr. J. How does Mo'Nique suck the dick of a man that just fucked another woman? Doesn't she share? Allegedly.
Oh, good Lord. Yeah, but his daughter did respond to Mo'Nique.
Okay, yeah. She did respond. She did. Let's see if we got that IG post. Let me see if
let me give y'all a little bit of what she said.
Okay, go ahead. You gonna share it, Shawn? You got the post you can share it too or no?
Oh yeah, I can share it to you. I didn't know.
Okay, I can pull it up. Let me read the rest of these comments while you getting. That wasn't her place. I don't give a fuck because she only mentioned it due to the situation. This wasn't genuine. Okay, Mo'Nique needs to have several seats. Okay, several. Definitely malicious. Why don't she say who fucked up her contract, right? She has went from contracts to trying to attack and break DL down for what? Yes. Why? What's the whole point of it? Okay, let me get this here. That's crazy as I don't know what.
And you have to swipe on the post so you can get it up to a readable size.
Okay, let's see what we got here. All right, let's go. Oh, that's not gonna let me do it. Okay, go ahead. Let's see. You got it so you can read it.
Yeah, the daughter say, "Hi, the real Mo worldwide. I am Ryan Nicole Shepherd, DL Hughley and LaDonna Hughley's eldest daughter. You've now publicly disrespected my mother, who I love and care for very much, my baby sister, who I love and care for very much, and to get back at my father, who I love and respect and care for very much. At this point, I feel like you're asking my family and myself to act out of character. Out of all the things you could have legitimately said about my dad, if that's the route you wanted to take, you chose to be deliberately mean and hurtful to two Black women who have nothing to do with this conversation, using my mama and my sister to show people my father's character only shows how little mental stability, dignity, morality, and respect you have not only for yourself, but for other Black women. You're clearly 2 crayons short of the full box, sis. You're disgusting, and you absolutely need to keep every single member of my family's name out of your poisonous mouth. Not because you can do us harm, you can't, but because you are adding to the historical and systemic disrespect and trauma of other Black women who you claim to love. And for what? A check? You're bringing up trauma for a concert lineup discrepancy? All you've done is proven that you have no moral compass. Nothing is too far in your quest to prove a point. And I'm blessed that my parents raised children who have no idea how you could possibly go there. We Hughleys are going to have a good ass day and a blessed life. We are healed. We are whole, and we love each other fiercely and deeply. You can continue to live in that scorched earth kingdom of yours. Get some help, ma'am, for real. Oh, and if you want to have this conversation in person, I happily give you my address.
Oh,
yeah. I was like, oh my God, yes.
Okay. So this is the repost of DL Hughley's daughter. He reposted it on his Instagram. He said, the love between our family is evident and clear, and why I'm beyond proud of the way my eldest daughter, and he tagged her, brown sugar and bourbon, handled this disgusting attack. This is not their fight. They have been repeatedly attacked for no reason. This needs to end. I'll speak my mind on this later. Now, as of now, he has not spoken yet. He did say he was going to go live, or maybe do a live or go later on. But, since we was waiting, he ain't came on yet. But the fact of the matter that, she had to relive, I think, bringing up this old clip about him and the way that he handled his daughter's situation, it does not have anything to do with the contract. And I think it was quite tasteless of her to do this, because this is like a slap in the face to not only a person who was sexually assaulted, but you know what I'm saying, how she feels about it and how it wreaked havoc on the family as well. That's cold-blooded.
It's definitely below the belt.
Mm-hmm.
Too much. And she is getting on there trying to justify, like when she originally brought this up, she's like, I'm not talking about his wife, I'm just trying to illustrate how much of a coward he is by using his wife.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. Girl, what? And this is still just gonna keep on going on, because when he respond back, she gonna respond back to whatever he say too. This is just gonna be on you know what I'm saying? Just a whole back and forth. The daughter just Tabitha Browned her. Read that ass exactly. Mo'Nique giving stank coochie energy. Oh my God. Yeah, I can't believe that she did something like that. That's crazy, Mo. Well, I guess we'll just have to stay tuned on this one, y'all, because we're waiting on the reply from DL Hughley. He has yet to do so. Okay. Just saying. Like, I don't know, like when you get into these back and forth with especially the celebrities having the back and forth and stuff, it always ends badly. Like, this ain't like a rap battle where you just keep it on wax.
Girl. Well, what's gonna happen is she's gonna wind up tanking her career again. She's just getting back out here, and people are not gonna work with you if they feel like every time there's some type of contract dispute, you got to go attack personally or run straight to social media.
Yeah, exactly.
Work with somebody like that.
Yeah, that's crazy. But hell, you know what? I can't sit up here and say that she don't have people rallying up for her, because you know, like I know 50 Cent said something too. He I guess he's supporting her in this whole situation.
She was showing him love and thanking him, and so he didn't address anything besides that. He just said, you know, you'll see, I love you guys too. Let's progress at a pace they haven't seen before. Work like we got to make up for lost time. The best way to get back at anyone you feel did you wrong is to do good. So I think he was giving her good advice. Keep your head down and work hard.
Right.
And what Beyonce say, I know y'all don't like her, but the best revenge is your paper, girl.
Well, I mean, you know, a lot of people out here stealing stuff. So I guess if you can steal and still be ahead of the game, you know,
get on out here.
Go ahead and do what you need to do. Allegedly, I'm being shady as hell.
Oh, you were, girl. I didn't know. I'm sorry.
Let me just stop right here. I mean, you know, and this is the whole thing. You know, he's giving her good advice about the whole situation. Kudos to 50 Cent for not taking a side or doing anything like that. But you know, again, she just needs to stop it, stop bringing it up, go on about her business, and move forward. If you're trying to get yourself back on top as you were prior to this whole situation going between you and Oprah and Tyler Perry and, you know, all of the rest of them, then you made amends with one, you just need to keep on. But she didn't, because when DL Hughley had Steve Harvey on his podcast or radio talk show, she came for him in regards to that too. So it's just like anybody that has something to say, she's going to bogart and shut them down. She's going to shut them down because
she's attacking people that have made it far in this comedy game where she probably feels like she should be.
Yeah, but this is not a good look. Not by far. Not a good look.
It's definitely not. It's not a good look at all.
Look, Shantae said 50 an asshole too. 50 petty. Nisha said Mo'Nique is so broken and got demons in her closet she hasn't dealt with. She's miserable. She ain't got no paper. That's why she's creating chaos. Well, yeah. I pray for her full healing because her spiritual hygiene is at an all-time low. And Joy said, that was from Shantae, and Joy said, don't be throwing shade at Beyonce on her internet.
Girl, you know they call this Beyonce's internet now.
Why they call it that?
I don't know, girl. That's what they say. They say don't be acting a fool on Beyonce's internet.
Girl, she might rule the girls, but she don't rule over here.
Right.
And don't come for me either, because y'all already know I don't be caring about nothing regarding Beyonce. So
we know, boo. We know.
You know, like I always say, I love the hater, but I like some of her music, but I'm not a big fan. I just don't feel like she's the bee's knees that everybody cracks her up to be. But moving on. Let's get into the next hot topic information, because They got your boy out here in the doggone course again, Shawn. Why? Why is he back in the course again? And y'all know who I'm talking about Bill Cosby. He even started another damn trial. Why? Look, this man and got out. He done did his time or whatever. So y'all gonna think y'all gonna keep putting him in jail for something that happened back in the 70s? Where's the statute of limitations? What's going on? Who's gonna handle this?
This is a civil trial, so they're just trying to get money out of him. They can't do no criminal type of thing, I guess, because of statute of limitation. I don't feel like it's appropriate either to be suing him for something that happened in the 1970s. But child, did y'all see that Playboy documentary? Because
tell it.
I mean, if them women was telling the truth, Bill was around here wilding. You know, him and Hef, I think we talked about this before. I believe Hef was letting him use that mansion to get women, to rape women, or whatever he was doing. But child, you know, that girl told a story about him keeping her hostage for 3 days and all kind of stuff, child. So
well, this is a whole mess. So
this lawsuit is from 2014.
Well, I thought they were saying it was from the 70s. Let's read what it says. So it says, according to the Shade Room, Bill Cosby is facing yet another sexual assault allegation, this time for a civil case in California that comes less than a year after the comedian was released from prison and overturned conviction in a separate 2018 case. According to the lawsuit filed in 2014, hashtag Judy Hughes, alleges that Bill sexually assaulted her at the Playboy Mansion in 1975 when she was 16 years old. She says that Bill gave her alcohol and took her to the mansion. They're talking about the Playboy Mansion. Once there, he kissed her on the mouth and forced her to perform a sex act on him. The 84-year-old comedian is not expected to testify or attend the trial. We are confident that the evidence will discreet plaintiff's 50-year-old allegation. Okay, thank you, babes. 50-year-old allegation, Cosby's attorney, Jennifer Bonjean, said in her opening statement. Bill's spokesperson, hashtag Andrew Wyatt, also made a statement saying, we believe that Mr. Cosby will fully be exonerated once the jurors hear the evidence as well as examine the many inconsistent accounts given by Ms. Huff.
Well, so I do wonder what evidence can 1975, that's almost 50 years ago.
Girl.
Yeah, what evidence? Oh goodness. Michelle said, shut up. That happened before I was born. I'm 38. Next case.
Y'all, they just won't let him be. They won't let him be. Y'all won't let this man be. Okay. Y'all already know he miserable. He finna die a miserable old man too. Sidebar, his wife done stayed with him through all of this. And I really do believe that she knew all about these sexual assaults way back in the 70s when he was committing these crimes.
Girl.
How does that happen? How do you have a wife that stands through you through all of that? That's something.
Girl, Camille is an old school mama. You know, them old school ladies stand by you through any damn thing.
Girl, that's something, though. That's something, right?
Oh, Jerome says she better not have a cum-stained dress from the 70s. I hope not, girl.
Yeah, y'all pulling up Monica Lewinsky up in your curve. What in the hell? Nisha said 50 years, lady, them juices done died, passed away multiple times.
Yeah, Dr. J says she stayed because of the money.
For the love of money. Yeah.
I mean, money, the security. I get it, you know.
Nisha said his wife wasn't going to let that bag go. She probably had a man of her own. Oh, she might have. She might have. Sad that we just can't get past this whole situation here because I'm like everybody else, I'm tired of hearing it. I'm tired of hearing about marriage values plus money. Nobody really wants to divorce. I get it. And it is what it is. Oh, child. Speaking of cheating, honey, and staying with the one that you love. So your girl Super is in the headline again about her man too. Child, she came on to denounce all of this negative information y'all spewing upon the fiance love of her life. Why? I don't know why. Why y'all doing this to her? She trying to be happy and live her life. Why? Let's listen to what.
But they done take somebody done went and created a fake baby page talking about baby bro, which I think is his last name.
Mm-hmm.
The girl says she pregnant and due in January of next year on the page. So I guess Super did some investigation, but come to find out everything on that page was fake.
Yeah, and then Shantae said this not newsworthy. They did this when Lou proposed too.
Yeah,
yeah. I remember that too.
So, well, apparently somebody's got a vendetta out against Super.
Obviously, they do not want to see her happy. They created a fake page with Lou too. Okay. Well, let's listen to what she said, because she said, no, homie, this ain't going down.
I think it's been 4 or 5 days, I believe. And 4 or 5 days, right? So now when somebody sent this page 4 or 5 days ago, Brazy told about the page first. This page had us all blocked. This page had me blocked. It had Brittany blocked. It had Ray blocked. It had all our business pages blocked. It had all us blocked, right? So I'm like, well, I can't see the page, so show me the page, right? So, and the only reason why I'm addressing this, because I told Ray not to say nothing, because this have nothing to do with Ray. The reason why this had nothing to do with Ray, because this is a complete target at me. As always, the same thing happened when I was with Lou. As soon as I got engaged, a baby Leger page came out. Somebody said they was pregnant. No face, nobody's face was being showed. They was posting these whatever. As soon as I got engaged, same thing going on. Got engaged. A baby bro page came out. This page started following everybody that followed me for some reason. So that's how I know it was direct. It was direct target, so it was me. Because if you pregnant for Razor, why is you following all my people, right? So this page is following all my people, not following Ray people, following my people. So that's how I knew this page was a target towards me and not Ray. So I'm like, okay, well, let me just and that's me having to explain to Ray what came with dealing with me. So what comes with dealing with me is for some reason, I don't know what's going on, but they got people that be trying to make fake things, fake DMs.
Well, I'm going to pause it right here, because I think I done figured out this whole situation.
You figured it out that quick, girl?
Girl, I didn't figure it out. I think I did. Let me tell you why I think I figured it out. Because remember back in the day when she got sick and everybody said that somebody was putting a voodoo hex on her? Yeah. And that they was trying to warn her. Remember the psychic? The YouTube psychic lady came out and was trying to tell her this, that, and the third was going to happen. And everybody was like, Lou's cheating on you and all this stuff. And all of this stuff so-called came to the fruition for what the psychic was saying. Right. So this is just a continuation of all of this mixed brew of this voodoo stuff that somebody then put some hex on you. It's somebody that's close to her, just like the lady said. It's somebody close to you. At first, she was pinpointing it was Lou. It was Lou that was trying to kill you, allegedly. It was Lou that was trying to do this harm and stuff to you. It's Lou out here that was cheating, which came out to be true as far as him cheating. Not as far as, he was trying to, do her harm or nothing like that. But it's the same person that's still rolling around in your circle, boo. It's her. It's somebody in her circle. It's somebody in her circle. She just, whoever that person is, and I'm just going to say it's a she, they don't want to see you happy. Now, who that is, I don't know. You need to go through who all is around you, because something is going on in your circle of life, your circle of friends. Somebody don't want to see you happy. They want to see you miserable.
That's sad, for real.
Yeah, it's totally
I hope
sad.
it works out for her in her favor. I do agree with you, Michelle. She said, leave Raynell alone. She legit been supporting people and ain't bothering nobody. I'm not a celebrity and don't share a lot of shit for very similar reasons. Yeah.
Yeah. And Dr. J said, yep. Nisha said, I always thought it was linked back to the lady they say she stole the crayon case concept from. Good point, Nisha.
Who she? Well, we don't need to go there, but I'm like, girl, who she done stole the concept from?
Well, I don't even want to go there, but it was a whole back and forth about that. I think she even went live a few times talking about it as well.
Interesting.
Well, I don't know. We just have to stay posted on this with y'all. I don't think that this was really worth to listen to for 4 minutes and 12 seconds. But, just run down that she was trying to, point out the fact that that just was not happening. She is her soon to be husband doesn't have any babies out here and doing anything like that. Okay. All right. Moving on.
For her sake, I hope he keeps it going because, girl, a good man is hard to find. Let me tell you.
Girl, she don't seem to be having no problem finding the men.
I said good now.
It just seems always to be some BS with the ones that she finds. For real, okay? All right, y'all, let's talk about it. The Sun.com released some information about Bobbi Kristina's heartbreaking final message to her dad, Bobby Brown, before being found in the bathtub in the echo of her mom, Whitney Houston. Child, have y'all now look, we had a poll on the curb and we asked if anybody checked out anything in regards to Bobby Brown's biography and to his reality TV show, and nobody has seen it or thought about it, but one person. One person decided.
I want to see it though. Honestly, I'm a buckle down.
We're gonna have to buckle down because we got to tell y'all about it, but nobody had to this point has checked into it or saw it or anything like that. Nobody has done any of that, which I'm surprised, but not surprised. And the only reason why I say that is because everybody has pretty much felt like they heard everything they need to hear in regards to his relationship with Whitney, his marital woes, his running who he didn't have major crushes on, who he didn't crushed, in the bedroom. Like, we've all heard basically everything. We had the book, we had the new edition docuseries, he had his own docuseries, and now he's doing a biography. It's like, okay, maybe everybody got enough of it.
Well, but I think he's giving insight into his current life with Alicia and the kids.
Do y'all care about the insight to Alicia and his kids?
Yeah, I don't want to know what Bobby Brown doing day to day.
Y'all don't.
What y'all trying to say on the curb?
Girl, according to the poll, it's a Noah. It's a Noah. Okay. She said, nah, she cut her circle significantly. This is somebody on the outside looking in. Oh, okay. You're talking in regards to Supa. Nisha said they seem very happy, wish them the best. And Jerron said no. And then Nisha said not one bit. And Shantae said fuck no. Y'all so cold-blooded.
The same thing, cold-blooded.
Well, the one thing that I will continue to be fascinated with is anything surrounded by Whitney Houston and, her passing, and anything surrounded by Bobbi Kristina and her passing. Y'all know that we have extensively went through a lot of information, trying to even reviewing the autopsy documents and stuff like that, trying to, just look at some of the evidence, try to get some additional information, because Leola out here saying it's a whole murderization going on. So, we still want to hear the tea from Leola about this so-called murderization and stuff that she said everybody know this took place, allegedly. So I don't know. I'm just here trying to get the tea, and I'll continue to report on anything surrounded around that information. And since Bobby has exclusive information of being around both of them, well, we might as well see what we can get, She said, "Next case, please and thanks." Can I even read to see what Bobby Christina sent her dad?
Yeah, I would like to hear this.
I want to hear. So the R&B singer recalled how the pair's relationship became distant after her mother, Whitney Houston's death, and felt he was prevented from seeing his then teenage daughter. Oh, look at her. She looked just like him, don't she? Oh, they showed the bathtub where Whitney died. Okay, so finally they got back in touch and began to mend a relationship with Bobby Christina, even planning to travel to California to see her dad and brother. Bobby says in a new A&E documentary biography, Bobby Brown. Now, see, this is why we got to check out the biography, because maybe he does give us some tidbits information. Tragically, the trip never happened, as one day before she was due to fly out to LA, she was found unresponsive in the bath at her home in Duluth, Georgia. Oh, in one heartbreaking final video message played on the documentary, Bobby Christina giggles as she says, "I love you, Dad, so much. We're going to send these all the time. It's going to be fun. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to see you, Dad. I'm so excited. Oh my God. I love you so much. I love you much." Oh, sadly, Bobby Christina never came out of the coma, and after being found on January 31st, 2015, and died in hospice care months later on July 26th. Bobby told how he felt like he was pulled apart from his daughter in the years after Whitney's death. The New Edition singer said he didn't even see Bobby Christina at the singer's funeral, as he claims he was disrespected by the Houstons. So y'all know it was a whole tug of war with him seating where he was seating at the funeral, had him move and everything out of where he was sitting. And he ended up just leaving so that it wouldn't bring chaos to the funeral. So he never did get to see the funeral. Whitney's funeral was so disappointing. 1 minute they told us to sit at a certain place. This is what I'm talking about Whitney Houston's funeral. And the next, they told us that we could not be there, he says in an emotional interview. Sad to hear this. This is really sad. That's sad. Shantae says she don't care. She don't want to hear nothing about it. You say a whole bunch of nothing, everything we already knew.
Oh, well, Michelle.
Why y'all being so cold-blooded? This crowd is crucial. What is going on? All right, let's go on and get on to the next thing, y'all. Let me just tell y'all something. Look, maybe the information that we bringing forth to y'all is not what y'all want. Hashtag Pat Houston straight. She is trash. Reclaiming my time. All right, well, look, they reclaiming their money because they slapped Mariah Carey for the copyright over All I Want for You Is Christmas. All I Want for Christmas Is You. They said, nah, that's our song. She been making it seem like this her song. Am I wrong? Am I wrong for saying that? No, it was just...
Don't sound nothing alike. They need to quit playing. I heard both versions and nah, ma'am, y'all just want a coin. And they're actually suing because she stole the title, apparently. All I Want for Christmas Is You, which, you know, their song did come out before, so.
Well, I mean, you know, they label her as the Christmas lady, so, you know, she better pay up then if she's out here stealing the whole title to something. So here's what they say.
For a title, but maybe you can.
But I told y'all, it's a lot of stealerization in Hollywood. But a lot of people be stealing people's, you know, video stuff,
right?
Music, stealing the words to songs, you know. Yeah. People
definitely do that.
Yeah, it's a lot of them, and some of them are even the ones that y'all think can sing real good and got best entertainment style and everything.
I know, because some of the ones you like also do the same.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, they all do it, which is a shame.
Do it.
Nothing is original in Hollywood.
Trouble T.
Trouble T put the bees up for you, girl. The beehive is in the building.
Girl, yes. So let's see what they say in this article. Singer Mariah Carey is being sued for copyright infringement over her 1994 Christmas mega hit All I Want for Christmas Is You. Songwriter Andy Stone, he co-wrote a song with the same name 5 years earlier, arguing that Miss Carey exploited his popularity and style. They got those in quotes, boo.
Right,
Despite
quote unquote.
Yeah. Despite sharing a title, the two songs appear musically different, but Mr. Stone claims Miss Carey caused confusion and did not ask for permission. Miss Carey has yet to respond. A must-have on any Christmas playlist, Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You is one of the best-known Christmas records of all time. Since appearing on the album Merry Christmas in 94, it has topped the chart in several countries, and by 2017 have reportedly earned Miss Carey more than $60 million in royalties. Y'all letting her get away with the bag, right?
Girl, he wants 20 million of that.
He wants 20 million. Who do you think he got? Chelsea Clinton? 20 million.
Girl, my question is, if these songs came out in the 90s, why are y'all waiting almost 30 years to sue? I'm curious.
Yeah, I'm curious to see that too. Or maybe they was just trying to get the tally of the money, like, you know.
Oh, they was letting the money build up.
Letting it build it up and build it up. And now it's solid.
Hey.
Yeah.
That song has been streamed 1 billion times
on Spotify.
Yeah.
Yes, honey. In recent memoir, Miss Carey admitted to composing most of the song on a cheap little Casio keyboard. Mr. Stone, who performs under the name Vince Vance with the band Vince Vance and the is claiming at least 20 million in damages.
Girl, I wish we could pay y'all this version because, man, y'all need to quit playing, okay?
Yeah, it's totally different. It is not the same thing, right? Shantae say, no, it was just a story she didn't like about Bobby Brown. She's been singing this since Earth formed a crust, and almost every Christmas song has been the same title. The shade is so lit. Nisha, you know I'm bringing the shade straight to the living room, boo, straight to the living room. Shantae say Boys to Men has several songs they share titles with older songs. Yeah, that's true. Nah, I don't like her either. Oh, okay. Trouble T was giving me the bees, letting you know. Yeah, she agreed. Should go to the deepest parts of hell and leave Mariah alone. I believe you could copyright titles and lyrics separately. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think so too, Trouble. He can suck 20 million salty balls. You was trying it. He trying to get some of the Hove money too. Must have been locked up. Oh, Lord have mercy. Somebody need to like, I'm surprised Mariah Carey didn't cover like everything. Like, we know that is like a very well-known Christmas title, so I'm surprised her people that, you know, help with her finances and stuff like that didn't cover stuff like that. I'm surprised.
Yeah, her attorneys that they pay in the business should have been searching for any, and you know, the person who is suing may not have a damn lawsuit. That's probably why they didn't waited this long.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one too. Oh, child, honey. I mean, after she's just sitting up here having a, you know, well, let's just say this. When you find out what the gift is that you truly have and you make money off of it, you're supposed to protect it at all costs. So I look at her people who handle her finances less in like, how come y'all didn't cover to make sure that this was taken care of or whatever. She should not be in the headlines for stupid stuff like this. This is sidebar petty stuff. Okay.
Right. I agree.
Yeah. She's too big for that. All right, ladies. I'm a single ladies. y'all man is back on the market, booze. Y'all man is back on the market. So let me just tell y'all, Michael B. Jordan and Lori Harvey broke up after over a year of being together, and they both say they are completely heartbroken. Oh, woo.
Stay together. What's the problem?
The truth of the matter is, we knew this was not going to last. How many of us knew that this was not going to last? Put the hand comment, raise your hand in the comment section on the curb. How many of everybody knew that this was not going to last? Because I knew it wasn't gonna last. Shawn, did you know?
No, I didn't know or care, but they were. I do see in the article that they were saying that he wanted a more serious relationship, and she don't want to get serious. Well, hey, y'all been together for a year. Y'all ain't serious.
And why she don't want to get serious?
Yeah, I mean, she still is a young woman. 25 is pretty young. She still want to live her best life. I'm living my best life.
Well, I mean, is anybody gonna treat her as better as Michael been treating her? Because everybody else she was dating was putting her on the chopping block. They was treating her like everything under the sun. Wasn't she dating Future? Wasn't she dating P. Diddy? Wasn't she? Should I keep going?
Was she dating his son? I don't know, but that's what they said, girl. That's what they said.
That's what they say. I'm just saying, allegedly.
Girl, allegedly. But you know, I get it. He's 35, she's 25. She may just not be ready to settle down, and you got to respect that, you know?
Okay, and let's give her the benefit of the doubt. Let's just say that she is entirely not ready for all of this.
Right.
Okay.
You imagine? Well, at
But
25, you know.
it took you a year and a half to realize that y'all didn't have those deep conversations, because I'm pretty sure the way that y'all was all in love over here, like, you know what I'm saying, like Beyonce and Hove, all in love, and y'all didn't have these conversations about you wanting kids and want to get married and all that stuff, Michael.
You know, when they first started dating, people were saying it was like a publicity romance, but I don't think I just, my assumption is that a publicity romance ain't go on for almost 2 years now.
Oh well, I'm just saying. I'm sure. I'm sure. Let me see what they're saying. Right. She should have had it covered just like Diana should have with the dancing dolls. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. She wasn't a dumb businesswoman. She's still living lavishly, and her net worth is still lit. I don't like this breakup, but Lori want another hot girl summer. Lori love the security of Michael, but she wants a bad boy like Future. No, that could be true.
I agree. I think he seems like a nice person. I don't know him, but people don't be into the nice guys. They be boring, you know? That's what they say.
He don't seem like he was boring. They was taking trips and doing all the same thing that these bad boys be doing, except for he was just fully committed to her. He ain't had no chicks on the side, making her look embarrassed and stuff on the internet, having babies and stuff on her while they dating. Like, I didn't see any of that. Isn't that what they all want anyway?
Yeah. I mean, Gerard said she's her mama's daughter. Hashtag bag chaser, hashtag leg spreader. But then he would have been the perfect guy. Michael Jordan is one of the biggest stars in Hollywood.
Yeah, I don't get it. Shantae says she was around for a good time, not a long time. He probably was ready for the next step, and she want to keep pussy popping on the handstand. She trying to run up that body count. Oh, Lord. She probably checking for an even bigger bag. So Michael B. Jordan's bag ain't lit? It ain't lit enough?
But he's going to keep making coin. He be out here producing shows and everything.
Mm-hmm. He wasn't taking care of her like a daddy. She want to drop it like it's hot. Oh my God, Nisha.
Okay, I'm picking up what you're putting down, girlfriend. Okay. Well, I get it then. Okay.
Jerron said Diana was different. She started a small dance team, wasn't expecting national recognition. And the title, Dancing Doll, is a common title for dance team. That ain't come after nobody but Diana. Okay. All right. I like them just saying maybe she wanted something else. Maybe.
That's understandable.
Maybe.
You know, and I mean, like I said, I really do feel like at 25, in some instances, depending on who you are, it's too young to be trying to settle down in today's generation. Live your life, girl.
Just live your life. Hey, steady chasing the paper. Just live your life.
Yeah.
Hey. livid.
Oh yeah, Michelle, I did hear that her skincare line wasn't giving, girl.
I heard the same thing. It was not all it was cracked up to be.
Yeah.
And they out here talking about one of them Kardashian chicks is trying to steal her skincare hairline type of stuff. And I was like, how sway when it wasn't all that to begin with to steal in the first place?
Well, she wasn't stealing. I think the names are similar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you know how that go. All right, let's get into the next topic, y'all, honey, because this one is super sad. Remember, we was on the live before, and I said I think Teyana Taylor's son, brother had passed away. Well, it was true. It was her brother. So shout out to Teyana Taylor and her family. We send condolences her way. This is super sad. She finally had posted it on her Instagram page, and she took to Instagram to mourn the passing of her brother. Fleroy PC Mason by posting a slideshow of photos. She captioned the post, "I've been trying to process all of this. I can't. I am broken. A piece of me is gone that I will never get back in the flesh. I am not okay." Fleroy was active on Facebook where he revealed that he had been in a hospital battling an unknown type of cancer. On May 21st, Fleroy appeared to believe that his passing was near. As he wrote, "Lord, I'm waiting on my chariot to Calvary. I'm so tired and thankful. I'm ready to go home." He previously spoke about being hospitalized in September of 2021 and having multiple surgeries. Oh, wow. That's super
sad. I'm sorry to hear that.
I am too. Wow. And all of our people are passing away from different types of cancers and illnesses and stuff like that. This whole couple of years with the Rona and stuff just been taking them away just as quickly. This is just super sad, y'all. Oh, they look
definitely is
right.
Horrible.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's sad. All my condolences. Yeah, fuck cancer. My condolences to her and the family. Yeah, that's super sad. They looked alike too.
Now, before you leave out of that story, girl, I saw something that caught my eye. Now, this is off topic, but did you see that lady down there in the corner? Now she petty. No, scroll back up. Scroll back up, girl. Her right there. See her? Do you see what she did?
A woman arrested after throwing boyfriend's mother's ashes into the lake. I did see this.
Girl, he cheated on her. I'm like, now you ultra petty. I would have whooped your ass, girl. Now, you know you wrong. You know you wrong.
Get her, Shawn. Get her.
You would have been in there with my mom if you did some shit like that, girlfriend. In the lake. Now, you know you
Why
wrong.
are you taking my mama's ashes? Down by the lake.
Look, I get it. I know your feelings be hurt when somebody mess around. We done all been there. But ma'am, you done went to look at her. Don't be crying now. You wasn't crying when you throwing that boy ashes over there. Don't you be sitting around crying.
Wait a minute. This is not Funny by Fire, but I cannot help it. Give me a minute. Because I hope they post a video of her doing it, because I want y'all to see she poured them ashes out there through the whole container in the game.
You ain't getting the vase either. The vase going too. Damn it.
The ashes went. Okay, let me read this so I can kind of compose myself, because I pray that they gave us the video footage for this. Okay. All right. Reports surfaced noting that a 40-year-old woman named Augustine Gladney was arrested after allegedly throwing her boyfriend's mother's ashes into Lake Worth in Texas. Shawn, why they always in Texas?
I told y'all last night, Texas is full of damn psychos. I know, I live here. Yeah, I told you that.
Oh my God. The Fort Worth Police Department said 38-year-old Ernest Smith spoke to the cops and told them upon coming home in the evening, the man discovered his mother's urine was missing. His urn. I said urine. Urn. Smith said he overheard a conversation between Gladney and her daughter, who was at their home at the time. Gladney reportedly told her daughter she tossed the urn in Lake Worth. Smith also told the cops he couldn't make contact with Gladney until late Monday night, May 2nd. Smith says Gladney texted him upon making contact, admitting she threw his mother's ashes into the lake. As a result of her actions, Gladney was arrested and charged with abuse of a corpse.
Whoa,
Child,
not abuse of a corpse. Now that's interesting. Okay.
They did not give us the video. So uno momento, because I posted it on the curb. When I say you guys, you got to see it. You got to see it. I cannot believe
Michelle.
that
No, man.
What's she saying?
Michelle,
Read the comments.
Michelle talking about she's my spirit animal because I would have wanted to fight. She chose a 9, but I would have rather you fought me than did some shit like that, Michelle. That's something you cannot get back if you do stuff like that. Oh, Michelle said that video isn't the same person.
Oh, it's not the same person. It was somebody different. Okay. Because I saw that video too. That's how I knew about it. Okay.
Girl, they were saying, I think if I'm not mistaken, I was reading in the comments and people were saying that was like a spoof video or something.
Oh, well, honey, it sure looked believable. And I thought it was her
girl.
at first.
Them ashes got the blowing in the damn wind. I was like, oh,
girl, wasn't that something? Just terrible. Where do we go from here?
Absolutely nowhere. We
right now.
You go to jail. That's
just walk away. Do we keep on trying?
Lord and sir, you better not take her back after this. Now,
girl,
don't try to be back together.
Because them ashes then got soaked up. It ain't nothing you can do. You cannot get it back.
Ain't nothing you can do. I'm like, damn. Oh. I'm like, how many times he done cheated on her? That woman was distraught. Okay.
Girl, just terrible. Terrible.
This is actually more common than you think. It is, girl. That is crazy for real. I don't know. I just wouldn't think to do that. I'd rather like maybe destroy his car or burn all his clothes. But I really would feel like that was going too far to get rid of somebody's mama's ashes. No, I can't do that.
Child, that's crazy. It's all double H hockey sticks. You heard? That's crazy.
Girl,
that's
Michelle
crazy.
say he already back with the word is he bailed her out. Oh, hell
what?
No.
I'm done.
See, that's the toxicity I'm not with. Y'all crazy. Y'all too crazy out here for me.
They do the most. They do the most.
And somebody got a new name.
Who got a new name?
NeNe. Hashtag husband stealer. That's what they calling the girl. I be like,
steal your man.
Mr. Steal Your Man.
Mr. Steal Your Man. Let's talk about this. Now, Shawn gonna have to break it down for y'all because she been keeping up with this. I only got bits and pieces of it, and this came across the timeline, and all of a sudden now somebody that came out to confirm that NeNe was a whole sterilization prior to when she met Greg, because Greg was married. Nah.
Girl. They doing my girl NeNe dirty out here. Here she is, mourning the loss of her husband.
She is not mourning.
So she decided to take the words that Sixx lived by. The way to get over is to get under.
The way to get over somebody is to get under somebody else. That is my saying. That is. That's how you forget.
So she decided. Now, she done started dating this man, and apparently he is still very much married. And, coincidentally, he's from North Carolina, which is one of the 7 states who has the law on the books that you can sue a woman for alienation of affections if she, quote unquote, took your man. Now, I'm of the mindset that if my man can be taken, he wasn't mine, So I don't know about this lawsuit. I don't agree with the lawsuit. I know a lot of people do. I know Michelle says she hopes his wife wins. I don't agree with that because I don't agree with blaming a woman when your marriage starts falling apart. I just don't believe in that. She should be suing that man. Like she was talking, we watched the video And she read the lawsuit out. Chronicle Speaks did, and said that I think she said services was getting turned off in the house. I don't know if they was talking about cable or what, but she said NeNe done ruined her life. She ain't getting no sex, no affection, no man in the house. I'm like, damn, NeNe did take away everything.
You done took everything I done worked hard for, NeNe.
So
Joy said, Lord, the words you gave NeNe to shade Kim has come back to bite her in the ass. Because what they've been saying, keep your legs closed to marry men, okay?
The infamous keep your, and you know what? I don't know why. Maybe people didn't know, but apparently, as y'all can see on the screen, Greg's daughter did confirm. Somebody say, NeNe, you knew that man was married. And then Greg's daughter, Katrina Leak, say, so was my dad Greg when she met him, but I digressed. I was like, oh, ooh.
Ain't that something? Let me tell y'all something. NeNe was not mourning Greg. Let me tell you, I don't think so. I don't think that she was like fully mourning him like that. Let me explain why I say that, because remember they went through their little trials and tribulations. They got divorced. I think that Greg found out that he was dying, and he really did not want to get a divorce from NeNe, but NeNe was already, from the word on the curve, she was already stepping out into these streets anyway on Greg. Allegedly. So they made a pact that they would get back together and get remarried, because he wanted her to take care of him in his last days. Like, he really loved her, and he didn't see that he wanted to start a new relationship, and he knew he was leaving. So they made a pact to go ahead and get remarried, and that she would follow through and everything like that. I think that she was over Greg a long time ago. I think that she loved him as a friend, but she wasn't loving him like a loving person that was married with a husband and in love with her husband. I think she was just doing a good deed to abide by him, because she knew that he was, could be passing away. I don't think that she got over. I think as soon as Greg was, on his dying bed, she had already been out here in these streets talking to people and stuff like that. Now, yes, I do feel like the best way to forget about somebody is to get up under somebody else. However, this seemed like it went really, really fast for her. Like, all of a sudden, Greg passed away. Next thing you know, she out in the streets with the young boy who was doing the interview with Tasha K. Remember, he came on and was saying how they was doing the club life together and all of this stuff, and he didn't want to spill too much tea. And then all of a sudden, now she was with him, with the African guy. So I don't know, you guys. To me, it didn't seem like she was really mourning anything. Like, I think she was just trying to fulfill a granted wish that Greg wanted. I thought that's my personal opinion on that one. I don't think nothing else. But
I don't agree, because I don't think NeNe is that nice of a person. I just don't. Unless she love and care about you, I don't think she's nice enough to get remarried to somebody that she knows is dying, to be in the predicament where she has to take care of him up until he died. I just don't think she's that good of a person to do that. She loved him.
I don't know, Shawn. I don't know.
And, as far as her moving on really quick, what we do have to take in consideration is how long he was sick, how long he had been dying. She may have already started her mourning process because she knew that he was going to die.
Girl, all I'm saying is that the curses is basically saying, if she ain't in married status, NeNe ain't checking for him. You gotta have a wife if you checking for her. She was a husband.
Girl, now based off of her track record, it seemed true. That's the only thing that we can go by is, we only know of Greg and this guy, but for married men, that's quite a bit,
I'm just saying, child, either Lord, honey. Listen, I guess she made a post or comment talking about people out here saying that she out here still married men and stuff, but she ain't doing none of the above. Okay, none of the above.
Yeah, she say she ain't no husband stiller, meaning like, and we was researching this last night. And we, people were bringing up that Fantasia story, but come to find out, Fantasia actually won her lawsuit. She didn't lose. She got sued, but she did not lose. And I don't know if a lot of people knew that, because I didn't. I just assumed Fantasia had to pay up.
Yeah, I thought so too. Yeah.
No, come to find out, they were able to prove that at the time Fantasia started messing around with that guy, him and his wife are already separated. And his wife was lying about the separation dates.
Okay.
So the courts ruled in Fantasia's favor, because if they were already separated, she didn't break up the marriage, and of course they got back together right after any damn way, but
Child.
Yeah, but NeNe, y'all right. NeNe may be different, because if the wife didn't find out he was messing around till NeNe posted it on IG, then, in the eyes of the law, she guilty, girl. You guilty.
All right. Yes, girl. Yes. So wife found out on Instagram. Meanwhile, NeNe knew he was married. Sue that hoe. That's what Shantae said. Joy said she agreed with me. Okay. Yep. Like her song said, you got to win to lose. She won the case, but lost the man.
You hear me, Joy? Exactly.
Okay. When Fantasia went down to the cricket store
and met that dude, he was separated. Yeah, that's the way I feel, Dr. J. Dr. J said, but no one can break up a marriage but the person's in the marriage. That's what I feel.
I believe it, but look, obviously they put these laws in place for the scorned, broken-hearted wife to go ahead and go after the girl, because this was the law. This was the law. She was able to file against NeNe and file against Fantasia. So it is what it is.
There's a lot of laws on the book that I feel are some bullshit. This is one of them, okay? And on top of that, you know what's funny? This is beside the point, but you see it's only women doing this suing.
Yeah. And so far it's only been black women, because I ain't heard of no other white women out here, sitting up here being a woman scorn going off.
Well, that's because we petty. Oh, this bitch thinks she got something. I'm gonna show her ass. Okay.
That's what she was in there thinking too.
Right.
You know it.
We petty. That's all it is to it. Do you hear me?
Let the record reflect that I am still laughing at Jerron's post. She went down to the cricket store.
Jerron knows she a mess. It was T-Mobile, Jerron.
Oh God, Lord have mercy. Oh no, Joy said white women have done it too. Well, where they at? Because we didn't only see these two top celebrities in the headline doing it to each other, honey.
Other people have done it, but they're not famous. So
well, we only talk about celebrities on this channel. I'm not talking about no regular schmegular old Joe.
Yeah. But you know what? I really do feel like it probably would be more people doing it if it was like on the books. The law was on the books in every state, but it's only 7 states. So I think, and funny, I think I don't think it's on the books in Texas, which is shocking, because we got some backwards ass laws over here.
So where was it at? In North Carolina?
North Carolina is one of them.
North Carolina, scandalous.
Oh, God.
Alienation
of affection law is what it's called.
You said what, Shawn? Say it again.
It's called the alienation of affection.
Oh, Joy said a white woman in 2010 won $9 million. That's what's up. She was a celebrity, Joy. And are they paying their debts? Are they paying? And did she get her $9 million?
Okay, it's Hawaii, North Carolina, Mississippi, New Mexico, South Dakota, and Utah.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's only a handful of them. Many states say giving head is illegal, but that ain't stopping none of y'all.
How is that, Jerron?
You know it. You know it.
Jerron. You a whole
God, this is crazy. All right, y'all. We finna pivot on over to the next thing, but while we're going into it, Shawn, we gotta get you some intro music so you can get into your segment, child. I gotta work on that. But let's go on and get like, subscribing, and following Sixx's Word on the Curb on Instagram and on YouTube. Don't forget to check us out on the podcast as well. We is trying to get out there and be everywhere like everybody else. Okay. Yes.
All right, girl.
Yes. Let's get into it. Shawn is about to come up in there, and y'all know we're gonna be working on it so Shawn can have her segue music too. So, Shawn, go ahead. Let's give us this reality tea, honey. Y'all know Shawn be doing the reality shows, and she watch it.
Every reality show, damn near all of them. I don't know why, but I like them.
Girl,
but
yes.
I only picked a few to talk about today. The Housewives of ATL.
Okay.
So I don't know if y'all saw this, but on a clip for tomorrow night's show, the girls were out to dinner and the guys, and they were asking, who's the most famous person you dated? So Candy, I think she mentioned Gerald Levert.
Yeah, she did. She said she was in a relationship with Gerald Levert and showed pictures of them together.
Okay, but Drew Sidora gonna say, well, I dated a king of the NBA. And then the people in the like Kenya talking about LaFon,
Kenya, petty ass. Detroit in the house. Detroit petty ass, stand up.
Right. So, everybody knows who she was talking about. King, you know who. We ain't gonna say his name since they didn't say it. But the question came up was, haven't he been with his wife since high school?
See, and this is the discrepancy. And I'm so glad you brought it up, because they have said numerous of times that they just put this little information out to make him seem like the golden person, but that him and his wife had never been childhood, sweethearts or none of that. This is what they say. This is what they say.
Girl, I ain't
allegedly.
That is crazy.
Allegedly, yes.
They were saying that they were high school sweetheart. I knew they got prom pictures together. I thought
it could be, but from what I've been hearing, the tea is that this was made up information. Now I don't know. I'm not saying that it's true. Yeah, I'm not saying that it's true and it's not true. I'm not saying that. I'm just going by what people have been saying. But my thing is, if you how long ago was this whole meteorization of somebody hitting on you and doing whatever they was doing to Drew? How long ago was this? Because
she didn't say when, but I know she's been with her husband at least. I mean, they've been married like 10 years. So and on top of that, the reason why I say it's not true about LeBron is because LeBron, I don't even think he's 40 yet. And him and his wife got like a 17, 18-year-old. Their son just went to prom.
I thought you said you weren't going to say the name.
Oh, Maron. Okay, my bad. I forgot. You have to blur that out.
Wait, we laugh.
Oh, I'm talking about when you put it on you.
Oh my God. Go ahead though.
Michelle said, I don't believe it's LJ. I think it was KB. I was thinking KB. Who's KB? Laquan. No, because they kept saying Laquan. Who's KB?
I don't know. Who was that? She said, oh my gosh, Shawn is killing me. Laquan. Who is Laquan, y'all? But KB has even known to have affairs. Yes, and I've heard that too.
Yeah, girl. They say he be out there, but he pay his women off well. So that's what you got to do. Because when you start stop giving them that corn, that's when shit goes downhill,
She said Kobe Bryant.
Oh, girl, that could be. But she said the king. That's what they call it.
That's what they call.
Yeah,
LJ is the king.
Right. So,
but I'm not saying they don't call Kobe the king either. Now I'm just saying.
Girl, this is a whole situation. But we'll watch the full episode tomorrow and let y'all know what we can figure out. You know, that was just a clip. So that's probably the issue. And so we'll go on from there. But other than that, ain't nothing really been happening on ATL Housewives. I do like it. I mean, I know a lot of people saying it was boring or whatever, but I actually been enjoying the show, so I got no issues with it. And so my next show is Basketball Wives LA. I don't know if y'all been watching, but British poor girl. I shouldn't even call her poor girl, but she is not going to be able to go on the cash trip because her parole officer say you ain't going no damn Mexico. You say parole officer, what? Yes, girl. She is going to trial because she got federal charges against her for what she do? Identity theft.
Who is that again?
British. You remember the one on the last episode? Jackie invited her estranged baby daddy to the party.
Oh yeah, to the party. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, girl, she got charges pending, federal charges for identity theft, submitting false tax returns to the IRS.
What? Oh, and I do got this up here. Hold on. Yeah, hold on.
Yeah, girl, bring it up so we can see all the charges. I'm going from memory.
Well, I hope that they have it in this. This is her, right? Judge reported shut down.
Yeah, girl. Yeah, girl.
Plea to travel with cast for Mexico trip. Let's see what they say. I hope they girl, look at them. They didn't block us from that.
You gotta log in. But yeah, girl, all the charges are related to her apparently doing some type of fraud. She been doing identity theft. This was not in the article, but I had heard about this story. They say she used to be getting fake credit cards and using them.
What?
Girl, trying to maintain that lifestyle.
Well,
of course, you know, she came out and said that she was innocent, but girl, they say you ain't going out this country. We don't give a damn how innocent you are. You ain't going nowhere.
Girl, okay, let's see if they if I can bring it up. Indicted. Here it is. British. Hold on. Williams indicted on federal fraud charges. Here, let me show this one. Child, that's crazy.
Yes, British girl. British. What was you thinking?
So it says that she was brought off. She faces 18 charges. And let's see, on September 22nd, Williams, who appeared on Basketball Wives LA third season, was indicted on 5 felony charges of misuse of Social Security number, 4 charges of bank fraud, 3 charges of making false statements to the IRS, 3 charges of wire fraud, and 3 charges of aggravated identity theft. Wow. Prosecutors claim William used false Social Security numbers in 2017 to obtain loans, lines of credit, and other funds from financial institutions. During the following 2 years, Williams allegedly deposited 4 checks valued between $4,500 and $5,800 into accounts she controlled. She subsequently withdrew the money before the checks bounced or banks realized they were fraudulent. Prosecutors say. Williams' lawyer, Jason Corner, said his client has been targeted because of her celebrity, and I expect that to be clear once the evidence is produced. In 2014, the same year, Williams appeared on BBWLA. Complaints with the Better Business Bureau surfaced about her online boutique, Love of Labels, and earned her an F rating with the Consumers Watchdog Group. Child, this is not good at all, girl.
British, girl, why you doing that? Girl, you could be doing other things, British.
Girl, Dry said Drew needs to be worried about her disappearing. ass husband coming home after weekends, breath smelling like another woman. And of course, Dr. J is talking about bring Phaedra back and NeNe. Okay, Portia too. She want all of the old ones back.
You want the original crew back, Dr. J.
Girl.
I'll be honest with you. I like them, but I haven't missed them.
I haven't missed them.
You know, the show's still giving the usual shade, you know.
It's still doing what it's doing.
It's still doing their thing, girl.
Right.
But moving on, girl. British girl, if you go into jail, you know, don't drop the soap, in the words of Pierre. That's his favorite thing. And that's all I can tell you.
Pierre the Great said, don't drop the soap.
Don't do it.
Oh my God. We got anything else on the reality bulletin board?
Well, I guess I can talk a little bit about Love and Marriage Huntsville.
Okay.
I've been watching that, and apparently, you know, they were on live. Melody was on live, which is the star of the show for y'all who don't watch. And they were somewhere doing a cast filming, and her and her ex-husband was about to fight, apparently some other cast members.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there's another couple named Marceau and Tisha. Well, Tisha's mama is always popping up on there, Miss Wanda. Now, Miss Wanda is messy as hell, okay?
Oh.
So she came in and she kind of insinuated that Mel and Martell's last baby wasn't Martell's. Girl,
well.
Martell was ready to fight. Miss Wanda is an older lady, girl. But after the fight, Martell had went live and apparently said that Miss Wanda was getting kicked off the show. Well, her son-in-law came and made a post and said, basically, y'all ain't got that much damn clout. Money. And Miss Wanda ain't going nowhere, even though the son-in-law said he don't like her either.
Oh, well. Joy said Miss Wanda is the mama with the 5 hairdos in one.
Girl, Miss Wanda still rocking French rolls, pin curls, microwave ponytails with a swoop.
Is she doing a 27-piece?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, absolutely.
Oh my God. Lord have mercy.
Miss Wanda is messy as hell, and she just come on. She start her shit, then she be like, now shake a bone and get the hell on. I'll be like, oh, okay, Miss Wanda.
Oh my God.
Okay, Miss Wanda.
Gee Willikers. What in the hell?
Girl, but that's a good show. If y'all like messy situations, you know, it's definitely you know, they say the show started out on a positive note, showing married Black couples and them doing businesses and all that, but shit done went downhill, and you know I love it. You know.
Oh my God. Oh, shit that went downhill. She love it. Okay. Child. Well, I don't know if we should say shit that went downhill for this or not, but let me just bring it up anyway, honey, because Kerrion from Dipset has a Paramount Plus home makeover series, the hip hop edition. Is that going downhill?
Girl, no, I really feel like it's a come up from Kerrion, because he ain't there. Well, let me just Kerrion ain't had any endeavors that I know of in the last few years, so.
Well, let's get into it. According to complex.com, they say a new home makeover series hosted by Kerrion is coming to Paramount Plus this month. Hip Hop My House sees Kerrion linking up with interior designer. What is the name? Z's Louise to overhaul fans' residence, complete with an assortment of guest stars who have been enlisted to further the experience by offering inspiration. Confirmed artists featured on the new show produced by MTV Entertainment Studios and a nod production, I think that's how you say it, include 24 Karat Golden, Erica Banks, a Boogie with the Hoodie, Polo G, Ray Schremer, Migos, Tiger, and Nelly. That don't sound like no real good lineup to me though.
Well, that's what they can get for the Paramount Plus now.
I mean, people paying to see Nelly, Tiger. I know the Migos is still popping. Who is a boogie with the hoodie? Who is
It's A Boogie with the hoodie.
Who is it? Who is it?
He's a rapper, I believe.
What song he got?
Girl, he might be out of our age group. I don't know him.
Oh, they might be. Am I wrong? I don't know who these people are.
Maybe some people in the audience, in the comments know, because baby, I don't know who he is.
Okay, maybe I'm just a little old school out of the box. Y'all know I'm old school till I deaf. She said a boogie is lit. A boogie is lit.
Michelle.
You know it was.
Yeah.
Jerome said, yeah, we like messy. That's why we on the curve.
Girl, Michelle be knowing all the new school music, girl.
What? Michelle got the kids in the age range, so they be bringing all that music home. But y'all know she like old and new, so yeah, I guess. Yeah, I don't know him. What's the good music? He actually makes good music. Sixx, you like him? Okay, I'm gonna have to look him up then. I'm gonna have to look him up. I'm gonna have to.
Critical, you are Sixx.
You know.
Question, but child.
You know I am very critical. Critical. All right, well, big ups to Kerrion. It says the new series start streaming June 21st. So
I say good for him. These old school rappers, they got to find a way to keep relevant and keep making a coin.
They do. They also say that he's working on a third album, Come Home With Me.
Oh no, ain't nobody told you to do that.
Wait.
I said the TV show is all right. Not that.
In May, Kerrion's third album, Come Home With Me, marked its 20th anniversary. Early this year, he shared a new Funk Flex freestyle spanning more than 6 minutes in length. For this August Rock the Bells Festival, Kerrion is on the lineup alongside Jim Jones, Jules Santana for Dipset. Okay, and others confirmed to be taking part in the LL Cool J's festival include Ice Cube, Lil' Kim, Nori, Trina, Rick Ross, Scarface, Fat Joe, Remy Ma, Jadakiss, and more. Okay, well, there you go. But that they should have got those people from Rock the Bell on the Hip Hop My House show.
All right. Are y'all all rushing out to subscribe to Paramount Plus for this show?
It's a no for me.
Yeah, I can't take on no new subscriptions. There's a lot of things I want to see, but I have to juggle some things, and that won't be one of them.
Well, we got Paramount Plus, so I mean, if you wanted to tune into it, we can make it happen. But
oh no, I said that wasn't one of them. I'm good.
Did you say Anaconda? Yes, Jerron Anaconda. Yes, I ain't even watching that on bootleg. She said, "Lord have mercy." You have it, yes, Dr. J. We got it. Jerron made us get all of the pluses.
Jerron had you subscribing to everything.
Well, hubby already had me do Paramount Plus, so we got that. Jerron made us do, what was that? Hulu. So we got Hulu. We had Discovery from you. I got Disney Plus. Who else? We got Netflix. What else do we need? What else?
With Amazon Prime, we got
Amazon Prime, which we never check. We don't never check nothing on Amazon Prime.
Well, I've been watching the show on there, but I didn't think y'all would like it, so I didn't.
Let the record reflect that we only give certain things a little bit amount of time. You're not gonna have us up here for the whole series and then nothing pop up, and then we at the end of that mug like what had happened. No,
you know what? Me and Joy watched on Amazon Prime, that Lizzo show called, I think it's called One Time for the Big Girls. That was a cute show. I liked it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, y'all was talking about it. What do you mean, Jerron? Sixx, we ain't got none of those. You a whole Jussie Smollett. I got all of those.
Public friend.
She said not in public.
Yeah. She don't want people tracking you down. Can I get your login?
Un momento, pie for four. This public service announcement has been interrupted by. Let's get into congratulations to our honored R&B Icon Award of 2022 Black Music, which is our very own Tevin Campbell. Y'all know I love Tevin Campbell, his music. Okay.
Yes, Tevin Campbell he's definitely an icon. I feel he deserves that award.
Exactly. I don't feel like he get his just due. Like we need to see him more out here on the to the whole thing. We do. We need all of that. Mama Joe, stay out of my text messages asking me for Paramount Plus. Okay.
Oh. Mama Joe, what you want to watch?
She over here watching the live, but then gonna text me like what?
Oh, you got that? You didn't tell me all that. Now, what's that login?
Girl, look, let the record reflect that we won't be having that long at all because I don't even like the way Paramount Plus is set up, and we only in it because hubby wanted to watch this doggone. What was the name of that show that I can't even think of? That he ain't even finished watching. He behind
Halo.
so
I
many.
think you
Halo.
said.
Yes, Halo on so many episodes. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So yeah, soon as this series is over, it's getting shut down. Trust and believe. Okay. You heard. But back to Tevin Campbell. Yeah, so they finally gave him some honors, honey. And I was digging it. Let's check out and see what he was saying. Oh, that's ball. They play the music. Hold on. Dang on it. Y'all already know how they gonna do us. Give me a second here. Let me turn it down. Cold-blooded. They never want to let us be great, do they? Never want to let us be great.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see here. Can you hear it?
Yeah.
You still hear it?
Yeah. I don't think he's gonna say nothing because this post is actually from the person grooming him and getting him ready. So I don't think he's gonna say anything.
Yeah, I'm not saying that he's gonna say anything, but you know this copyright thing on Facebook. You know where we are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I just don't want them doing any of that. But anyway, he do get his honors or what have you from the whole thing. And it's about doggone time. Child, it's about time. I like Tevin Campbell. I just wish he's I wonder what happened to his career. We need to do like some kind of investigation thing, you guys, to find out why he stopped making music. What had happened? Hey Sarah, what's going on, boo? I want to know what ended up happening. Why he quit making music?
I think what happens sometimes is like when he first came out, like he was all young and cute, and he went through a really awkward phase. He wasn't looking all that hot after he started growing up, and I think that was the issue.
You think so?
Mm-hmm. I really do.
I don't know. He still, when he came out on the BET Honors Awards, when they was doing that song for they was paying tribute to Babyface, and they brought him out because you know he produced the songs for him. Like he looked really good. Like, you know what I'm saying? He still looks like himself to me. I don't think that he looks no different.
Yeah, I'm just talking about back then. You know how when he came out, and I think when he went through puberty, he just wasn't giving, you know.
Well, I will say that the last album that he was working on or did or whatever, I don't know if it fully got released or anything, but they were saying that the album that of his last that was released didn't really do that good. So maybe it was because of that. That's just sad, you know. Oh, Tevin. I like Tevin. So big ups to him and shout out to him for the whole thing. Speaking of petty, Shawn the Gossip, your boy and my boy, definitely, you know I love petty 50 Cent. He is in here because he is trying to stop a whole person's bankruptcy what is owed to him. So he is attempting to collect the debt from Young Buck by blocking his bankruptcy. Child.
Betty, how you gonna block somebody bankruptcy? If the man broke, he broke. Hell, what you gonna do about it? He cold-blooded.
Girl, they said 50 Cent and Young Buck have been involved in this messy dispute. This is from thirsty4news.com if y'all want to check out the article, saying that they have been in a messy dispute over money for several years. Buck claims 50 forced him into bankruptcy by blocking his legal right to release new music. Fifth claims Young Buck never delivered on a recording contract and owes him $250,000. Now, one thing we know about 50 and his petty ass is he ain't letting no money slide out, not nowhere. You heard? Absolutely nowhere.
I'm gonna run 50 his coin. He don't play that.
Run me my coin, please. To attempt to stop the debt from being discharged in court, bankruptcy court, 50 Cent has lawyered up. He claims he paid Young Buck upwards of $250,000 for a record deal in 2014. Young Buck never delivered the 2 new G Unit albums agreed to in the contract. Now, 50 Cent is attempting to block Young Buck from completing his bankruptcy filing. Buck is attempting to have all of his debts discharge. 50 Cent believes he failed to disclose assets that were material to whether or not that bankruptcy was approved. This is according to All Hip Hop. Oh, shoot. By failing to disclose the works and royalties, including without limitation at his meeting of creditors and in his petition and schedules, defended with intent to hinder, delay, or defraud a creditors and or an officer of the estate has transferred, removed, destroyed, manipulated, or concealed, or has permitted to be transferred, removed, destroyed, manipulated, or concealed his property within 1 year before the petition date or property of the estate after the petition date. In other words, he was trying to finagle some stuff so that he didn't have to pay. Okay, 50 Cent believes Young Buck committed fraud by not disclosing several valuable assets and royalty payments he has accumulated. That includes a 2017 Ford F-250 truck. Young Buck says the truck has been wrecked and is now worthless. Child, wait a minute. He want everything. He want a tally. He want a spreadsheet. He want an Excel spreadsheet.
He cold-blooded. Young Buck can't even ride in his truck. Damn.
He said it's worthless and a piece of shit.
Damn. That's cold-blooded.
If the court sides with 50 Cent, Young Buck will be forced to pay certain debts. If it is shown that he has adequate assets on hand, Buck would face further legal pressures from 50 Cent's team to pay up. Time will tell what the courts decide. Child, this is so messy, petty.
And
he wants the draws.
Is that how the record industry works? For $250,000, you owe 2 albums.
If they go based on how, if they loan you money to do an album, it's whatever you needed to produce those albums. If they're estimating that you could finish 2 albums with $250,000 and they lend it to you, and then you never produce the albums, then yeah. Interesting. Jerron said he want the draws. He want the draws, dog. Oh my God. Oh, petty 50 Cent. He is so petty, but when he want his money, he want his money. You heard? Ain't nothing you could do. Ain't nothing.
And I really, for him, don't even feel like it's about the money because Tiara Marie owes him like $30,000. I mean, to him, that probably ain't nothing, you know? 50 be like, it's the principle of the matter. Run me my shit.
Girl, let me tell you something. He going after her ass too. He ain't let her slide with nothing either.
Yeah. That's why I said for him, it's not even about the money. It's about the principle because he don't need that damn money.
He do not need it at all. And he is willing to come to anyone in regards to his coin. You heard?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's get on to it, y'all. Let's up. We Franklin's son, Kerrion Franklin, was just recently released from prison. Okay. They say, and this is according to the JasmineBrand.com, gospel single Kirk Franklin's son, Kerrion Franklin, out on bail after serving 2 months in jail. Reality star thanks his dad in a post announcing his release. Now, y'all know that they have had a battle against being father and son, and they weren't speaking, and it was long term, and it was a whole big old commotion that ended up coming out with a tape that Kerrion released of his father cussing it up, cussing Franklin. That's what they want. Ain't that what they call him?
Cousin Kirk Franklin is his name, girl. And keep in mind, they from Texas as well.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh,
just
Lord.
FYI.
Girl, yes. And so, you know, his father did what his father would do for his loving child, and he got him out on bond. So he posted up the bail money for him to get out. And Kerrion Franklin, who is part of the Bad Boys LA franchise, took to Instagram to share his 104K followers that he is officially a free man. That's the one thing you didn't talk about, Shawn, was the Bad Boys LA and the reality information.
Well, there ain't nothing going on. That's why. Besides Kerrion getting out of jail. Ain't nothing happening, my beautiful people. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah. The last episode wasn't that interesting like that. What?
You keep this damn music video for 2 weeks now.
Oh, damn. Damn, James. Okay. So basically he gave some scripture quotes, and then he just said that, you know, that he wanted to give a shout out to his dad, but here he is. I was gonna read the whole thing, but
it ain't coherent. I don't know what he's saying.
We never know what he is talking about.
Girl, even on the show, you don't know what the hell he talking about. I'll be like, what are you talking about, sir?
Everything is always a hashtag with him. Look how many hashtags he put. Hashtag losers love rumors. Hashtag shout out 22 the real. Hashtag teen Kerrion. Hashtag shout out my mother and my father and my lighthouse. The journey is not over yet. One more case left to handle, though. Freely here I am out of jail. A lot of talk, but today the king walks. Hashtag chess lord. Hashtag wait for the verdict. So y'all want to know that the rumor is that he was picked up because he was driving a dead murdered lady's car. This is the rumor. I don't know if this is true or not. Alleged. I'll say allegedly because we haven't received any concrete information. So I'm not all that sure what's going on with his case or what is to be said about it. But they were saying, according to the JasmineBrand.com, their information came from Radar Online. The 34-year-old Kerrion Franklin was transferred from Los Angeles Sheriff's Department to the Orange County Sheriff's Department on May 25th with a bail of $100,000. Reportedly, the reality star had another court appearance scheduled for Tuesday, May 31st, and he will remain in jail until someone pays his bond, and that's when he got bonded out. So they said that he was arrested on April 10th for allegedly driving a vehicle in Beverly Hills that belonged to a missing woman, not murdered, my bad, missing woman who is presumed to be dead. They didn't say murdered, she just dead. Police found a gun in the car. However, Kerrion Franklin insists that the murder had nothing to do with him and that the firearm didn't belong to him.
Well, I mean, you know, I really feel like if they had a way of charging him, they would have. I don't believe he was charged with murder because his bond wouldn't have been that low, I don't think.
I don't know. It's just interesting. I guess we need more information on this whole scenario. He did speak to Larry Reed Live.
And I didn't understand what he was saying there either.
We didn't understand what he was saying either, y'all. He tried to give us as much information from jail as he could, but y'all have to go on Larry Reed Live's channel just to get that tea, honey, and if you understood what the words that was coming out of his mouth, please direct that information to Sixx's word on the curb. You hear me? Because we need to understand what he was trying to say.
Is anybody in here an LRLer who knows Larry and Kerrion speak? Because We don't got it. Okay.
Oh my God. Jerron said, king of what? I just want to know who made him a king. Y'all are so why you gotta do him like that? Why you gotta do him like that? Can he have
Welcome
his
to
moment?
that.
Hmm?
Your grandson's birthday. Danette said, sorry she's late. She's
Oh, hey,
prepping for her
Danette.
grandson's party.
Oh, happy birthday to your grandson. Yes, the party has begun. Get with it. Yes. Girl, we was just over here talking about Kerrion getting out of jail finally and what his charges was, Child, I don't know what's going to happen with that.
Kerrion does seem like a nice person on the show. He definitely seems like he needs some type of mental help. He seems a little thrown out for me, but allegedly.
Allegedly. Yeah, I don't have any comments on Kerrion, so we can move on.
Right. Oh, goodness. Yes, Kerrion.
All right, we finna close it out. Since we have been throwing shade at the masterminds all day today, we're gonna close it out with this here clip. And I want to know what y'all think about it. So they did a poll. Did Beyonce steal Anne-Marie sound? The podcast that sparked debate after dropping interesting receipts. And honey, yes, interesting it was. You heard? Let's take a listen so you can hear what they were saying. Oh, did it not? Hold on.
Stole her steez.
Oh, you think so?
Look at Crazy in Love video and look at A-Marie. Why don't we fall in love?
Okay, so I'm gonna turn this down because they singing. Why don't we fall in love? That was the jam, and then they doing the Beyonce.
When A-Marie drops her debut album, All I Have, in 2002, her sole producer is Rich Harrison. He gives her signature sound vocals. Beyonce is a fan. She tracks Rich Harrison down. He gives her Crazy in Love. Uses the same formula he used for A-Marie. A-Marie drops her sophomore album, Touch. Lead single's One Thing.
That got me tripping.
Oh, yeah, I like
yes, that was the jam. I was like, this is hot.
Resemblance to Crazy in Love. It's A-Marie trying to reclaim a sound that was hers in the first place, but B has already hit the stratosphere.
Damn.
The honest question is this, though. If A-Marie did Crazy in Love, would it be as big of a song?
It probably would not. It all depends on the time that it came out. You know what I'm saying? I really do believe that Anne-Marie has some classic hits. Okay,
Those
I really do.
You just heard.
Yeah. First of all, it's not the one thing, not that one. The first song that they showed. That album was bomb. That whole entire album was bomb.
Yeah,
that
but he said hits. I'm just saying.
I understand he said hits. I just think that when everybody, I feel like, have said numerous times that she has kind of banked on other people's stuff. They said in regards to her coming up behind Aaliyah stuff, Anne-Marie, but I just really do believe that the times is what it is. Now, I'm not saying that she is a stillarization of the music per se. I'm just going by what it is that they are presenting with us.
That was one song. I heard Beyonce's album with Crazy in Love.
That album sucked.
Was one song that sounded like that. That wasn't her whole album.
It wasn't a whole song. It wasn't a whole album that sounded like that. But I didn't like her first album. Like, literally, let me tell you the story, y'all. I got story time. I can give y'all a little story time. So I had a friend, and she was like we would switch off music and stuff with each other, right? So she was like, girl, you gotta get that Beyonce song. I said, what Beyonce song? She was like, the Crazy in Love album. I was like,
I love that. Dangerous in Love, Crazy in Love. Wait, what was
I like that. I like the song that she had, Crazy in Love with Jay-Z. I like that. Yeah, I like that. But I did not like the entire album. There's not another song on that Crazy in Love album from my memory that I could say that I liked or remember.
Oh yeah, I love that album.
Now,
Dangerous in Love
I went over to my friend's house and we were chit-chatting and we was talking about songs and stuff like that. She was like, well, take Beyonce's album and listen to it and then let me know what you think. I said, okay. I said, I'll give it a go. Girl, I got down the block, made a left, got almost close to the freeway listening to it, and turned around and gave that album right back. Right back.
Damn.
I turned around and gave that album right back. I rang the doorbell. She was like, what you forget? I said, I forgot to give you this back because this this is not it. Now, I don't want everybody to be up here to think that it's just nothing of Beyonce that I like, because that is not true. I do like some of Beyonce's songs. I don't like all of her music. It's just certain songs. And I could tell y'all the handful of solo songs because I really liked her in the group with Destiny Child. Now, there's plenty of Destiny Child songs that I like. Okay. And I think she is a great entertainer. I think she is. But her solo songs was just not, it didn't move me. It doesn't have substance with me where it is retained. I don't like all of her songs. So yes, the ones that they play on the radio to the most, like, you know, to the left, Crazy in Love, like all of those hits that they play on the radio, except for that remake she did of what's-McCall-it song?
Frankie Beverly.
Frankie Beverly Amaze. You can 86 that and shred it. Okay. All in the same bucket. Okay. That one would never get a rating from me. That should have never been touched. But the rest of the songs that were like number one hits and stuff for her, I didn't like the Women Rule the World, but I like Single Ladies. I like, you know, To the Left. I like Crazy in Love, like those particular songs. And I like that one song she did, and I can't remember, but if Mama Joe was in here, you could post it, because Mama Joe remembered that song. Because my daughter, when she was like 3, she would sing that song every time it came on. So I have certain songs of Beyonce that I like, but I'm not a Beyonce fan, and I don't like everything that she does. And I don't think that all her albums that she has put out were hits for me. I didn't like the sound. So with that being said, I don't think that she is a stillerizationer of certain music, but yeah, I can see that when you work with certain producers and you want an iconic sound that they have done for somebody else and you give it to them and it becomes a smash hit, that is kind of like treading on their coats a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because if it wasn't for that person,
doesn't do that?
And everybody does, because, well, let me just say this. If it wasn't for Aaliyah, Timberland and Missy wouldn't have been on that train. You know what I'm saying? It was her energy and sound that she got from them that ended up blowing them up as big, that caused everybody to get that music. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. So it's been done in Hollywood. It will probably always continue because everybody wants a certain sound. And if they hear it, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can only go by what you hear. And then that song came out with Anne-Marie, and then she was able to get that same producer to work on it. Then, of course, if she wanted that iconic sound, then that's who she would get, the person who did the sound. So I get it. I don't think she's a stillerizationer of the hits or anything like that. But, I mean, this ain't the first time she being accused of stealing something. So I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Who is she saying that's overrated? Those songs were bomb. Okay, let me go back. You like the album. The album was fire. Stealing from the African Singers video. Oh, yeah.
Oh, Mama Joe say best thing I never had, Beyonce.
But
you said that Mama was Joe. Layla's jam. That was
Layla's song. And I was like, I like that song too. Yeah, those songs were bound. That's because of your disdain for the owner of the Joy. Let the record reflect. This is not Beyonce's internet. Okay. This is not her internet. Okay. Let's see. I think 3 underrated artists are Kelly Rowland, Tamar. Oh yeah, her personality killed it, but she can blow. And Brandy, she got hella range. Yeah, they are underrated.
Brandy is underrated. Brandy is called the vocal Bible. She's not underrated.
She is giving her just due. Kelly Rowland is underrated. Now remember, I agree. Yeah, I love Kelly Rowland. I love her. I didn't like all of her songs that she did on her solo, but the ones that made it to the radio and that was like, pop or whatever, that brought her like the one she did with
Oh yeah, I just heard a song today, Motivation.
Yeah,
Lil Wayne.
Motivation.
I like that one.
And then what was the other one she did? She did one with Lil Wayne. Dilemma. That was with Nelly. Mm-hmm. And she did one with Lil Wayne. I thought
that was Motivation.
Motivation was Lil Wayne. Okay. What was the one that she's doing like this social media dance trend where she's doing the shoulder dance and then popping the hip? What was the name of that song? Because that was one of her songs too. I like that one too. Mm-hmm. Who's overrated? Shantae.
Talking about Beyonce.
Oh yeah, she is. Yeah, okay. I was saying Beyonce, who is really 46, is damn.
She's 46, but Kelly and Michelle ain't. And her and Kelly grew up together. Okay. Okay, girl.
Yes, you love Kelly Rowland. I think she needs better songs. Who need better songs? Kelly Rowland?
Kelly.
You know what? And I do, just like I was saying with Bobblehead. What's Bobblehead name?
Jennifer Hudson.
J Hud. She don't never have good producers that come give her good songs. Like she always sing like old hymns.
I think it's her voice too, though. Her voice is like old school.
The only song that she ever got on that kind of rocked for her was when she did that song with Neo. What was that damn song?
I don't know.
Independent something. I don't think it was the Independent Woman one that he had, but it was something singing about independent or something. Girl, that was the only thing that gave her some pretty good rotation. Because she ain't never had a song that's been that hot. And Spotlight wasn't it. Don't come for me. Spotlight was not it.
You want to be ashamed of yourself.
She's always been much older than her bandmates. Can't change everyone's age, so they change hers to help her with longevity.
They got videos and pictures of her and Kelly being around the same age.
Jennifer Hudson.
Kelly, stop now. Michelle, you just saw the videos of her and Kelly singing when they was little. I cannot.
I can't. I ain't saying a word. But I can't.
I love Where You At, Jerome. That was written by Robert. That was a good song.
J Hud needs a damn catalog. I'm so annoyed by that. Kelly is her little sister. We all know that. Child, I'm just saying, y'all. I was so glad, just like I thought we was gonna have issues with Fantasia, but when she hooked up with Missy, I was like, thank the Lord, because I did not want her to get with the wrong people. Missy gave us some good music out of Fantasia, okay? And then Fantasia did go on to give us some more additional good music from other producers and stuff as well. But I don't know what happened with J Hud. And I'm just being honest. I don't know what happened with that. And she has a hell of a voice. But the songs just don't match the voice. It doesn't give us no kind of, this is something I want to sit up here and listen to all day or get on the dance floor or any of that. I'm just saying. Am I wrong or no?
You ain't wrong about Jay. I do like her though. I like Where You At. I like Spotlight, but
Spotlight ain't one of them songs that they be putting out and they play on the radio. I'll be like, oh yeah, that was so good when it was out.
Yeah, I mean, if you looking for good songs, Spotlight wouldn't come up, but
no, not none of her songs would come up. None.
What about that song, If This Isn't Love, she made when she got with her fiance? If this isn't love, then say what it is.
You saying that's a hit? That was a hit?
I think it was a hit, but I was wondering if you liked it.
No. I'll reiterate, it's not one damn J Hud song that I like. And that's sad because since I said J-Lo, I got J-Lo songs that I like, and we know her ass can't sing a damn lick that I like better than J Hud songs who we know can sing.
Oh, J Hud. don't know what happened. I guess, she just never hooked up with the right people that knew what to do with her voice.
Girl, they didn't give her no good hype music that would be bomb across the board for her. I'm just saying, and that's devastating to me. That's just devastating. As Shantae said, they also have a birth certificate of a Beyonce Knowles being born in 77, but not one in 81. That is true. That is true. Unless she wiped that mug clean off of the racks too. She good at clearing up stuff that she don't want nobody to see. Remember that picture I was looking for when her hair was blew out when she was getting off the plane with Jay-Z? In the earlier years before they became really big as a couple, they were still sneaking around trying to keep it, keep a closed casket on it,
Sneaking and creeping,
honey. I can't find that picture nowhere. Yes.
Girl, you can sing a rack of J-Lo songs, really. I know a couple. I would say a rack.
You can sing a rack of J-Lo songs. She got a lot of songs you can sing. And that's a damn shame.
Love don't cost.
I mean, when you stay on the coattails of Black music, I'm just saying that might be why she lit. You had other hype artists writing your songs and stuff, Ashanti did wonders for her a couple of times.
Well, the shade of it all.
I'm just saying, I'm just putting what's already out there. I mean,
yeah, definitely that information is out there.
Girl. Yes. So, big ups to everybody.
Yeah, she do, Jerron. She said J-Lo got more hits than J Hud. Yeah, and I do know a few songs by Jennifer Lopez.
She said that's why I'm suing J Hud.
Because that's a damn shame, ain't it?
She said that's why I'm suing J Hud. That's cold-blooded.
Jennifer Hudson.
Oh my God.
Honestly, my favorite song by her is Where You At by written by Robert D. Kelly. I like
Robert D. Kelly writes some good pieces. We know that. Mm-hmm. But even that song didn't do a whole bunch of topping on the charts for her either.
Yeah, I don't think so. But do you think it would have been better if somebody else was singing it? Like
probably. It probably would have been a hit. Because y'all got to think about it. Everything that the Robert Kelly touched was gold and platinum, honey. It was gold and platinum. So for her to get a hit from them and then it didn't do nothing. But come to think about it, he wrote a song for Destiny's Child. And I don't know what happened with that one either.
Oh, I don't know it.
Mm-hmm. So I don't know. So, I always say, it's different things. If it wasn't for Wyclef taking how they're singing come into play and flipping it for them, they probably wouldn't have been as big as they were either.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So
that No remix did blow them up.
That did blow them up. So it just depends on who you working with. That's why I say you need the right producers for, certain people. And J Hud just never got it. She never got it. She never got the right.
And now she done lost weight. Now they're looking crazy. So I don't think no hits is coming now.
Girl, that's why they always just got her singing other people's songs at award shows.
What day?
I need to get off of this.
Well, damn.
I cannot do this. Y'all know I'm over here trying to be nice. I'm trying to be real nice. And it's not letting me. It's not letting me. This damn Beyonce internet just won't let me be. Nah.
Oh my goodness. Oh man.
It would not let me be. You heard me? Child, what am I supposed to do? Okay. So I don't know about y'all. She said, damn, she can be so much better than a tribute voice. I know, right?
She really can, because she can definitely sing. She can sing.
Yes. And Gerard said that's the only damn one song though, Shawn. Hell, I could have recorded Spotlight. She sounded like Donna Summers. She said she gonna do an open letter to Jay.
J-Hub. Well, I mean,
Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. This is so crazy.
I don't even know what to say about it, Lord.
Y'all, why we always gotta like I'm just seriously thinking about all of these years that she has been in the business. All these years, right?
Right.
And we have not gotten not a good, great song out of her.
What about and I am telling you?
That was a remake. That wasn't hers.
Oh, that wasn't hers either. Damn.
You know what? I mean, if she didn't kill that song, we wouldn't even know who a damn J Hub was. Let's just be real.
Right.
She wouldn't have been in the movie or anything. Everybody know Effie killed Beyonce in that movie.
Yeah, we do know that. Definitely.
Yeah.
We know that.
Joy said you tried, Shawn.
I did try, Joy. I'm trying to pull one out of the hat. Poor girl, so drunk in her lawsuit.
Girl, J Hub, we were rooting for you. You left us out here listening to Ashanti Significant. Oh, baby, 11 times.
Yeah. I think that's probably it, Michelle. Michelle said, I feel like she can sing, but she has an old ass voice. Her range is limited. So that may be the issue. Because I do feel like if Where You At was sung by somebody else, it probably would have been a hit.
Yeah, she probably need to do some songs. Like she need to get with like Ronald Isley's people and like
Ooh.
you know, from back.
Oh, damn.
Everybody love Ronald Isley and his music. He got some classics. She need to work with some people that could work with her voice and give her some classic hits. That's all I'm saying. I ain't down in Ron Isley because we got a lot of Ron Isley songs. Yeah, and we know he worked with R. Kelly and gave us some bomb songs during that particular era. I'm just saying. She said, damn, Mr. Biggs. I'm suing her for alienation of music abilities. Oh my God. And she let Hollywood claim her. Yes. She can't sing a newer song. No, she can't. And she can't be in this new age era of music. She needed to come out when Shaka Khan came out, or maybe Anita and them. Do she ever go on tour? Because she don't have enough hits to sing on tour. Do she tour and do she have to sing other people's songs?
No, I mean, I don't know if she goes on tour. I think she's actually doing something on Broadway, if I'm not mistaken.
And that's what she needs to stick with. She needs to stick with doing Broadway musicals, and she needs to stick with doing acting. She needs to stay with those because those are the things that pays her. Because music business is not paying her. The music business is not paying her. And nobody's checking for her songs. And I know she is not in the top 50 of on anything on Spotify. I'm just saying.
And Jerron said, and another thing, I'm still mad Beyonce made the Black National Barbecue anthem by Frankie Beverly. Yeah, Sixx already said that.
Girl, that we ain't even gonna go into that. That's the sunken place for me. She'd never be a headliner. She's doing musicals. Yeah, that's what she needs to be. Stay with the business that pays you.
Mm-hmm. Girl, yeah, because when they need tribute, you come on in and you charge them real good.
You need them real good. Because I bet you she makes sure she get paid when she be on stuff like BET and all that stuff when they be wanting her, they
always pulling her in. So make sure you get your coin.
Make sure of it. You heard? Make sure of it. Oh, child. She got to do. We got to get something better for J Hood. We was rooting for you. She said not the sunken place. Girl, that is the sunken place. That Frankie Beverly and Mays was not the Bees Naives. Okay.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
That's not what they should be bumping at the barbecue.
Girl, and any party that I go to during any time going forward, if they get up, I'm breaking that. I'm breaking it.
You gonna break the folks' radios?
Girl, any equipment that is being played on is broke at this. It is broke at this. You heard it, broke at this. Okay.
No, Jerome, we ain't trying to make her a cruise ship singer. Sixx says she could continue acting. She could be in movies and stuff.
Yeah, like keep singing, the oldies greats, like Aretha Franklin, she did the movie and stuff, and she sung the songs for that, even though it didn't do good at the box office. And I told y'all it wasn't. I told y'all not to put it out at the movie theaters. I told y'all it should have been on something like Netflix or something like that. How did the underdog do better than the top dog?
Girl, because that movie we watched that they were showing on Nat Geo, I think it was the Revo, that Aretha, that was good.
That Aretha was good. Mm-hmm.
That was juicy.
And what was her name? What was her name that was the lead playing Aretha?
Revo. She's an African woman.
Yeah. She did really, really good in that. And I don't know about y'all, but I ain't hear nothing good about the doggone movie that J Hud did of Aretha coming to the doggone theaters.
Oh, Joy, you saw it, didn't you? Did you see the one with J Hud? Somebody said they saw it. I know I didn't.
Yeah, I did. I didn't hear anything good about it that made me want to go pay $20 to the theater. I'm just saying.
No, I would never do that. No, man.
And I don't even think they put it out on streaming yet either, have they? Because they know they know they ain't make their money from the box office. That was not a hit. That's how she started before American Idol. She was singing all that shit on cruise ships. Right.
Which, it ain't nothing wrong with that. Make your coin, girlfriend.
Do the best that you can with what you got, right? What did Candy say? Bring the note down to a level of which you can achieve. That's it.
You hear me? There you go.
Yes, and Joy said yes, she saw it. $20 wasn't to share Netflix password. Now I say
Girl,
a family of 4 going to the theaters, you're gonna clearly pay $150. That's for the tickets and snacks and all of that. Okay. I'm just saying. Danette said, I haven't watched them. I have to look at it and get back to y'all. Okay.
Well, look at the one on I think it was on Nat Geo. That was really good.
Yeah, that one was good. Yeah. Jerron said no, J Hud really was a cruise ship singer, y'all. She really was. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Definitely.
Joy said she saw it on someone else's dime.
Right, Joy.
Y'all is cold-blooded. I
wanted to see it though a little bit because I want to see what Marlon Wayans was gonna be doing. I like him. He's a good actor.
They said he did good in the movie though.
He's a good actor. Girl, I saw him on a couple of episodes of Bel Air. He did a good job. Mm-hmm. He played the role of Luke. You remember Will's daddy?
Yeah.
He played that role. He did good.
I like Marlon Wayans though. I think he's a good actor and he's funny. I think so. He's good. I'm good with him. Mm-hmm. If I could just skip to the parts of where he come in at, I'll probably be good through the movie.
Girl, you don't want to see J Hud at all. You cold-blooded.
I do not. Let the record reflect that I know that Aretha said that she wanted J Hud to play her in the movie, in her movie. So that was a personal pick. So I think that J Hud probably did a really, really good job with the movie, but it just wasn't that box office hit. That's what I believe.
Yeah. And I think the issue is it's not J Hud's fault or nothing, but when you try to put stuff in the theaters, you have to water it down too much. Like that, those episodes we saw on Nat Geo, girl, it was a little juicy. I don't think the movie was gonna be like that.
Girl, and they did an overkill of advertisement for that J Hud movie, for the Aretha J Hud movie. They did an overkill that, and I was like, dang, why they playing it so much on every channel, on all of the things, on all of the social, like they was playing, it was like every 10 minutes or so, you couldn't scroll on social media without seeing it. And we didn't even get that with the underdog, and that one was really dope. Like they showed us good clips. When they showed us the trailer for the one J Hud did, I was like, they didn't give us nothing in these clips that make me that entice me to be up in the box office. I ain't seen nothing.
I think another issue is when the family is involved. you know, it don't be that good because they really be wanting to try to paint themselves in a good light, you know, or paint their relative in a good light. So
My
they don't
thing, yeah, they didn't. Exactly.
because you know that wasn't given either.
But my thing is, how can you paint Aretha in a very, very good light when she's had a lot of things that went on with her and she's spoken about all of it? Like, you know, give us what at least what she was saying, you know, out in public. And if you can spill a little bit more of the tea on it, then give us that. Now, you know, my thing is
I want to see what her daddy was up to. I've been saying that watch that movie. Read that, but I don't want to see no more. You're like, what about your dad?
Girl, they need, I'm telling you, what's her name? The one that did the Underdog. They need to do a spin-off and give us the daddy version. And they need the same dude that played her father in that one to play it and give us to it. Because that was Angela Bassett's husband, right?
Yeah, Courtney B. Vance. He was something
else.
Oh
my God. Girl, he was the bee's knees. He was starting a lot of the mayhem that she was going around cleaning up the town for.
Yes, girl. That's why I was like, yes, he need his own movie. I would love to see it.
Girl, yes, that's good. That's good. Girl, yes, Courtney did do the damn thing, right, Joy? Marlon did good too. Yeah, he did good in the movie. I heard that. Yes. I'm here for it all, y'all. I mean, they need to give us some more good movies and stuff like this anyway. Yeah, sidebar conversations though, for all my Star Wars heads, the new release that just came out on Disney Plus for I'm trying to think of now, and lost my train of thought because they didn't came out with the new release of the next story. Obi-Wan Kenobi. Yes. Obi-Wan Kenobi is really good if y'all is looking for something on Disney Plus and y'all are into the Star Wars. Obi-Wan Kenobi got 3 episodes, and honey, they bring back Darth Vader. They tell you how Anakin Skywalker survived that fire, honey, and how he ends up meeting up with Obi-Wan Kenobi. It is so good, so good. I was showing Mama Joe the series and stuff because she said I watched it and it was boring. I said, how? Sway, how?
Girl, you definitely got to be a fan because when I look at Star Wars, I be like, ooh.
Let me tell you something. If y'all didn't get into it when they released Star Wars, Return of the Jedi, Empire Strike Back, then it's not for you. I'm gonna just tell you that now, because those are the top 3 hits that reeled you in, and then it all of the rest of the stuff that we're getting is just like stuff that they could not include, and they was giving us the backstories of everybody's lives. So if you are somebody that likes one of those 3 movies and you were really into it, and I suggest if you liked one of them, that means you liked the other 2 because it was a trilogy. It was you really had to get all 3. Then you should check out the rest of them or what they have on there, because they're giving you everything on Disney Plus. Anything of Star Wars, Return of the Jedi, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Sith, all of those is on there, every last episode. And they just keep the Mandalorian, all of them. They got them all. It's good. It's really good. But if you're not a fan, don't tune in because you'll be lost in the sauce. You will be lost in the sauce. What is some other ones that's been good that we've been catching up on, Shawn? I know you're not the Star Wars, but who else we've been watching lately that's been really good? Has there been anyone else?
I'm trying to think. I mean, mostly what we've been watching is drama. So
yeah, we've been watching reality TV. But I will say,
it ain't shit on TV, you know.
It really ain't. It really ain't.
I mean, Marriage Boot Camp, which was pretty, I mean, it was interesting to me. I was sucked in.
And we did see the season finale. You want to tell us about the season finale of Marriage Boot Camp? Because I was shocked. I was shooketh.
Yeah, the season finale was really good. They had on there, if y'all don't know the couples, it was K. Michelle and her boyfriend, I forgot his name. But
Rich Dollars and his girlfriend.
Rich Dollars and Mariah Lynn. They had Lyrica and A1. And they also had Gangsta Boo and her boo. Emmett.
Yeah.
Well, child, let me tell you what happened with Gangsta Boo.
Boop, boop.
Girl, they was looking around in Gangsta Boo's room
To set up for the challenge
Lie
where they was
detector.
gonna do, what was that? The lie
They were
detector.
gonna do the lie detector test, and child, they done stumbled up on a little baggie with a white powdery substance in there. And child, Gangsta Boo got to acting a damn fool. She got to acting a fool and
That
trying to stay.
explains it. That explains her whole erotic behavior throughout the whole damn episodes. She was crazy. She couldn't stay focused. She was on everything. And
Yeah.
da-da-da-da-da, and
Well,
da-da-da-da.
she was having mood swings and all kind of stuff, but
Mhm.
because they violated house rules, they were asked to leave.
Yep.
They didn't even get a chance to complete their lie detectors or anything like that. So the other 3 remaining couples went on and did their lie detectors, and the judge was like, 3 people lied out of y'all. So she got the
So
result.
who was the ones that stayed together? Now this is you would have thought that most of them would have went their separate ways. I was hella shocked at those who should have walked away that stayed the damn together.
I mean, K. Michelle and her boo stayed together. That didn't surprise me. Rich and Mariah Lynn decided to stay together. Lyrica
That surprised
Yeah.
the hell out of me.
It definitely did. I don't know if their relationship is real. I be wondering about that because, I mean, they say they've been messing around off and on 10 years. And I'm like, what the hell?
You done wasted 10 years.
Yeah. And, you know, he's been embarrassed to be out publicly in a relationship with him. I think this is his first time acknowledging her publicly was on the show. When he was talking bad about her, saying she the type of girl that you sleep with in the back of a car and all kind of stuff. So decided to hang on in there with him, girl. And I was like, oh
well, okay.
He did pass his lie detector when they asked him if he could be in a committed relationship with Mariah Lynn. He said,
yeah.
But she failed her lie detector when they asked her. What did they ask her?
If she would be in a committed relationship with him.
Oh, she said yeah and lied, girl. They were saying, the lie detector person was saying it's because she thought that he was gonna fail. So I guess she didn't want to look like a damn fool.
Yeah. And then who else stayed? You was gonna say A1 and Lyrica.
A1 and Lyrica, child, they didn't stay together. And I already knew before the show that Lyrica had filed for divorce. I saw it on the blogs. But they went on that show for a coin, because they shouldn't never been even trying to work their marriage out. That man then cheated on Lyrica so much. They gave her a lot of test to say, was she still in love with him?
And she failed it. They both failed theirs, didn't they?
Yep, because they asked him, could he be faithful to her? He said yeah and failed.
And the thing that makes it so interesting, y'all, is this whole thing of them wanting to stay together for their child. That is the most unhealthiest type of relationship ever, because the child can sense that something ain't right. And they're going to end up growing up thinking that that's how relationships are supposed to be. So you don't never want to stay in a relationship just because of the kids. That's the worst thing you can do. The best thing that you could do is depart and live your life happy, and allow them to see that it's okay that if you're not able to work it out, and that you can pick yourself up and keep going. Like that whole thing about that, I was so tired of hearing about them, because they've been on every reality show there far, like everyone. And it's like, why are y'all still going on reality shows? Can't y'all go write some hits for Beyonce or something?
Girl, do something, because
do something. But one thing I will agree with, because Jerron said it, I think that A1 is battling whether or not he is liking women or liking men. I think that I get that he likes having the best of both worlds type of thing. Allegedly. That's just my own personal opinion. There's nothing that has come out that gave us that actually says that that's what it was, you know. But
yeah, I mean, I don't know about him wanting to do that, but I do know that he definitely don't want to be married and be faithful, and that's what his wife wants. So it's time to move on.
Yeah, time to move on.
Move on.
Absolutely. So there you have it, you guys. We have brought to you all of the tea that we possibly had for the day. I hope that you guys enjoyed everything and this was entertaining for you guys. And we will stay up on this. We need to go and see if DL Hughley released any information like he said he was going to do. So that's what we about to go check out now since we finna get off. And I hope that y'all enjoyed it. Thank you to my co-host Shawn, the gossip. Okay. And as always, we'll see you guys in the chat. Love, peace, and grease.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone. Yes. Welcome to Sixx's Word.